Hello, Jman here, and welcome back to the Outer Worlds Special Choice Edition. Last we left off, we finally made it to Stellar Bay after a long trek on through Monarch on the pad that you're not supposed to land on. But we made it in here. We got a couple quests. We found as soon as we got in here, someone was yelling because somebody got murdered. What is this? Oh, okay. Well, I need to talk to them, but somebody got murdered. I gotta look for somebody's lost child. And I gotta find some old dude out in the wilderness. But first, I need to get my ship here, so
Could
let's
I
check
get
in.
another advance, Mr. Nandi?
Just make sure it's properly logged.
I'll note it next to the others, sir.
Well, new business turns up at last. Celia, didn't I tell you our new statistics-based advertising model would be a hit?
That you did, sir.
How can yield improvements of 26.7% not quicken the pulse? How can 32% cost savings not moisten the loins?
You've often posed these very questions.
Clear my schedule. This newcomer has a meeting with me.
That's very generous of you.
Celia, will you make a note of that for my self-review? Very generous.
Noted.
But not so generous I can't drive a good bargain. Now, who sent you? Rizzo's, perhaps? Or Auntie Cleo herself?
Me, I'm just charting my own path, going where the wind takes me.
What a charming notion. One doesn't meet many free spirits in Halcyon. Not outside Tartarus prison, anyway. Forgive me, I'd be positively enraptured. Only, I take it this means you aren't here for Saltuna.
Hey, I could always do both.
Now, there's no need to humor me. I'm used to this particular letdown.
Seems like you're having a rough time, Mr. Sanjar. Are you doing quite all right?
Oh, don't worry on my account. This is merely the latest in a long line of professional erotic and athletic disappointments.
I had hoped that livening up our advertisements with enticing figures would draw the other corporations back to our bosom, but
It seems we're back to the drawing board.
What exactly are you hoping to accomplish?
thanks to the so-called hazard clause, Monarch has been cut off from the board's resources and protection for 10 years now. Now, we've kept ourselves in business by trading with individual corporations, but given the off-the-books nature of those transactions, such arrangements are precarious.
And you're tired of scrounging and scraping by, is that it? You sound like you're freer than anyone else in Halcyon. Why not embrace it?
Exactly what I would have said, if I'd been paying attention.
You talk like Graham.
Freedom always sounds nice, doesn't it? It makes a rather pretty slogan. But if you sit down and tally up the costs, how you provide for yourself in the absence of aid, how you protect yourself from a hostile galaxy, it starts to lose its shine.
You make a good point.
Indeed. Mr. Nandi here has a rather ingenious plan to get MSI restored to the board.
On our terms, mind you.
But will that help the people here, Mr. Sanjar? Keep them fed and safe?
That's precisely what I'm trying to do.
And if our advertising scheme hasn't borne fruit, then perhaps it's time we took matters into our own hands.
The lady knows what's going on.
It's true, our Celia is an alarmingly competent middle manager.
At any other company, she'd be wasted in data entry. The plan she refers to is a two-pronged approach, and the first part involves seeing Stellar Bay properly defended.
You do seem to have a bit of a Reptidon problem.
And a Mantisaur problem. And a Marauder problem.
Many problems, but they can all be solved with a Bolt 52 cartridge. If you can get us what we need to rejoin the board, starting the Bolt 52, we'll be able to become one of the most productive and secure cities in Halcyon.
And you'll have a powerful ally on the board.
Do you mean this Bolt 52?
Oh, yes. I'm going to be up all night with this. All those blanks waiting to be filled, boxes waiting to be ticked.
Try to control yourself, sir.
Have you any idea how powerful this is? Corporations have been toppled with less.
How exactly is a data cartridge going to help?
What a question! Bureaucratic micromanagement is the only way anything gets done in Halcyon, and proper documentation is a key part of that. For our part, a bill of liquidation/transfer Form 52 will protect our holdings on Monarch by temporarily assigning them to a pass-through entity once we drop our bomb on the board.
Yes! Finally, the board will get their comeuppance.
Sort of. Really, we're just going to blackmail them into offering us a seat at the table.
But really, whatever gets you excited about the idea, it's definitely a firm middle finger.
I can get behind that.
That's what I like to hear. I have reason to believe that one of the other corporations is operating on Monarch, illegally and in secret.
Really? Most of the time they do illegal stuff out in the open. Cheaper that way.
If we can find proof, I can use that as leverage to encourage certain powers that be to accept our Bolt 52 and reinstate us on the board.
Zanjar, you sly dog.
You really think so?
Don't encourage him.
I admit I've been hatching this scheme for quite some time. I just needed someone capable to help me carry it out. If someone is operating here, then Catherine's almost certainly supplying them out of Fallbrook. Perhaps she could be convinced to tell you where they are.
I know how to make people talk. Sounds like you know her well enough yourself.
That's part of the problem. She has certain ambitions for Stellar Bay, and I fear my asking her would give her the leverage she's been looking for.
Don't get yourself worked up, sir. It's perfectly natural to have a healthy fear of her.
We really don't need to discuss this now, Celia.
So go to Fallbrook, get the location of the illegal corporation facility, then
Once you, subtly work out where this corporate facility might be, bring back proof of its operation. Maybe some nice letterhead. Or someone working there. That would do it.
infiltrate a secret corporate base, and kidnap the staff. Sure, easy.
A foolproof plan if I ever heard one. I'll leave the execution to you.
I found your review on a terminal in Arms building.
This has been my albatross. The great shame of my career. I give MSI everything. My work, my youth, my left kidney, and for years, I was a joke to them.
Your left kidney?
One of the executives required a transplant.
He's lucky they didn't want a liver or a heart.
I thought volunteering to donate might improve my prospects.
Did it?
Apparently not.
Who cares what they think? You're in charge now.
Yeah, in charge of a scrap heap of a city. Abandoned by the board and surviving only through the hypocrisy of our trading partners.
And you made it work. That's more than anyone can say for those execs.
I hadn't thought of it that way. But perhaps there's something to that. Thank you for that. Was there something else?
I met Grim, the landing pad guard.
I see. And was his delivery of the MSI authorized greeting up to snuff?
He did a bang-up job.
Well, that's excellent. I'll see that your feedback makes it into his review. What else can I do for you?
Looking for an information broker.
Hiram? Why, he's probably still out at Devil's Peak. Not that he's had the courtesy to notify me, at any rate.
How do I get to Devil's Peak?
You'd head south along the road and look for a mountain to the west. Not that I'd advise it. It's a terribly dangerous trek. But if you insist on going, I'd recommend taking a local guide. Nyoka would be a prime candidate.
If you can keep her sober.
All right, now I gotta talk to you.
Greetings, and welcome to Monarch Stellar Industries, producers and purveyors of the finest salt tuna in Halcyon. What can I do for you today?
Let's see. Grim asked me to check with you about his toss ball poster.
You know, sending you is the first bright idea I've seen from that man, because I told him to stop bothering me about it a week ago. I still don't know anything about it, but if you want to help him, Velma's the one to ask. She's in the warehouse. But I'll warn you, Grim wore her patience thin a long time ago.
Earlier, I overheard you say you were having money trouble.
Or is he not paying you on account of how he tried to fix the thing his own self and busted it even worse, and then said you wasn't fixing it fast enough, so he's docking your wages again? Not that I got any prior experience with such.
Not at all. Mr. Nandi treats us all right and pays us well. I just spent most of my paycheck on Raptidon acid.
Yep. Do you normally blow your money on Raptidon parts?
Laws, no. Sometimes it's canid teeth, or mantis worm wings, whatever.
She's the one that's been
Sebastian has
buying
in stock,
all that
really.
stuff. Why are you buying so much from Sebastian?
So I can talk to him, of course. He doesn't get going about much else.
I reckon she's got a little bit of a squish on this fella.
He's sort of the strong, silent type. Unfortunately, my apartment's kind of filling up with his stuff, and some of the neighbors are complaining about the smell.
Just ask him on a date.
I couldn't. What if he says no? Hey, maybe you could ask him for me. I mean, a no would still be bad, but it won't be quite as embarrassing if you ask. Oh, Mr. Nandi's doing that thing where he breathes through his nose real slowly. I'd better get back to work.
Wait, I'm curious. What do you see in Sebastian?
He doesn't talk much, but he's got this quiet intensity, you know? Like there's stuff going on inside his head that you have no idea about. Plus, he's got great legs. It's hard to find a man who doesn't skimp on lower body exercises.
Good to have standards, I guess.
I know what I'm looking for.
That's all I need to know.
Sorry, sometimes I get carried away.
Alright, well, we got work to do. So we gotta go back and talk to him.
Miss Ellie, Dr. Finhill, I notice your pistol's been making a funny noise.
What are you talking about? I oil it every night.
Well, look here. Your slide's not recoiling fully? You might be due for a new spring. I could take a look, maybe fix it for you.
Sure. I'm short on bits at the moment, but I'll pay you back.
Oh, no. I mean, it don't cost nothing. I got a spare spring in my pocket here, even.
Everything's got a price.
Okay.
You look like a man who's looking for some mostly fresh animal parts?
I'm not looking for none of that. Talk about Celia.
Huh. I haven't seen her in a few days, but I've been meaning to ask her how that Raptidon acid is working out. I hope it's working okay, because no one else really seems interested in this stuff.
Would you consider going on a date with her?
Wait, I see what's going on. She put you up to this so she could get a discount, hmm?
Oh, no, that's not it at all. She's smitten with you. You smited her. Smote? Smoot?
Don't get me wrong. I'd like to give her a discount. She's a real fine lady. Always talks nice and slow, so I understand. If I
Bruh,
give her one,
stupid.
I won't hardly make a bit, on account of no one else having any use for Raptidon tongues.
Bruh, stupid. I got you. I got that persuasion. Don't take my word for it. Spend some time with her. I promise. She won't ask for a discount.
You sound pretty sure. And she is awful nice.
Give her a chance. Give yourself a chance. Take her someplace nice.
Okay, I'll do it. Once her shift ends, we'll go someplace nice. Maybe to Chef Raymond's.
That's the spirit, Sebastian. Be yourself. Between you and me, Captain, I'm not sure Miss Celia knows him too well, but we can hope, right? I want them to be happy.
This might be stupid. I could have just answered the front door.
Have you talked to Sebastian yet? What did he say?
He said he'd go on a date with you.
Okay, but how did he say it? Did he sound excited? Or like he was just agreeing to it? Was he like, yay, a date with Celia? I've secretly been waiting for this. Or was it more, sure, I don't have anything else going on?
He likes you, Celia. Just don't ask him for any discounts.
Not to worry. If I never buy another Raptidon tongue, it'll be too soon. Ah, look at me going on. I'm sure you've got other things to do, and Mr. Nandi's giving me that back-to-work look. Anyhow, thank you.
Alright, well. Now I need to go talk to the dude again.
Velma seem out of sorts to you?
She's always cranky.
Alright.
No.
I need to speak to Velma about the toss ball poster right there.
Look, you can tell Catherine the new shipment will be ready when it's ready, all right? She's welcome to come up here and pack boxes herself if she's in such a hurry.
No, hold on. Who are you talking to? You better take it easy. I'm just looking around.
Well, if you're that friendly about it, then you definitely aren't one of Catherine's sublight toughs. My mistake. I hope you can forgive my temper. This job has been running me ragged lately. First, my autoloader foreman stages a walkout, and now my chief pescatological health manager is missing.
Your chief what?
Braxton. He's in charge of getting the fish fat, but also making sure they don't get too many tumors. He's a real wizard with pharmaceuticals, but he has creative notions of working hours. Comes with living in a free colony, I guess.
He'll come out eventually. Can't constrain a person's freedom. Don't you have rules about this sort of thing?
We're not keen on rules for rules' sake around here. Means Braxton skips work sometimes, but it also means no company boss is telling me when I can take. Since you don't seem to be constrained yourself, maybe you could check up on him. He lives in the apartments. Tell him Velma said to get his lazy, or she might start noticing those extra drugs he's been taking from supply. Something else on your mind?
Who's this Catherine you mentioned the first came in here?
Sublight boss out of Fallbrook. Handles most goods that come in or out of Stellar Bay. Has a mouth like a ground six spacer.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna hold off before that. Hello? Okay. Map. Nope. Journal. Quest.
See you in a while.
You startled me. Don't sneak up on a person like that, huh?
I'm looking for Braxton. Hey, you seen him?
Braxton. I've never even heard of a Braxton. Got nothing for you, sorry.
Dilated pupils, anxious posture, muscle spasms. She's high on some quality stuff.
No! Okay, maybe, just a little. Braxton always has a good stash, and I just like to let loose a little. Stop thinking about the marauders and the raptidons outside, you know?
So you do know Braxton. Where he at?
Oh, damn. He told me he was delivering to this house in the ruins south of town. Whole family had fallen sick, and he had some meds on hand.
Oh.
So maybe look for him there?
I remember this house from my other playthroughs of this. Oh, this house about to be...
We should hurry, Captain.
This house about to be stupid. I think I need to go there right now. I don't know if there's a time limit. I'm gonna save. I don't know if there's a time limit on it. It's good to go ahead and save on that. Check out the region. Okay, so I just need to go out.
to me at the crew cabin on one of my first ships.
You reckon the smell ever goes away?
We gotta
Need
look
a clean
out.
off the sea helps. Okay.
Ooh! He out of there. Why don't you go check it out? Nah, you go back to what you're doing. Wait, am I still wearing that mask? I am still wearing that mask. Ignore his armor. And there we go. I love ignoring armor. Another hunting rifle. I need that. That's useless. Is there more? What is that?
Here we go. Down they go.
Alright, let me take out. What's this? Hold on, man. Shoot him! Hold it. That's it. Okay, did I get you? Got you. I don't care about no saber. Ain't nothing around there. For sneak. What's going on in here? Oh, whoa. Morale thug. I'll be taking that. Bit of juice. Light me a little bit of water. Safe! Just for persuasion. I don't need that. Sawed-off shotgun Mark II. Hold on now. I already got a sawed-off shotgun Mark II. Don't need it. I'll take the short grip and that. Nothing there. Bypass shunt. We ain't got nothing else. Let's keep it moving. Give me the N-ray. Okay, a chapel. Oh, what happened in there? Okay. I believe I'm gonna have to come back here later on throughout the, what is this? A nice hat. You got Vortex Mace? I don't need none of that. Okay. A nice hat. It's good for persuade and it gives me leadership skills. Oh, that's a good hat. I mean, I'm not gonna need it now, but that's a hat I'm gonna have to keep on hand. And it doesn't weigh anything, which is great. Alright. Ooh, Marauder. What is this? Okay, I got a book. What is this book? Okay, got the Dustback Casserole. Book. Broaden your horizons with a little light reading. This might look nice to one of the crew rooms. Okay. Marauder thug drunk himself silly. But I got me a top hat and that's all that matters. Let's keep it moving. Let me swap back to my Ultra. Uh-oh. Get in the cover.
Oh, my neck!
Hit him. Goodbye. Level up! That's what I'm talking about. Alright. So you already know what I'm about to do. Persuasion. Let's go ahead and max out that persuasion. Get that 100. Oh, it's because I'm always gonna have Parvati with me. Let me revert. Okay, let me go ahead and get that up to 100 persuade. And let's see. I'll put the rest in the hack. Let's see here. Quiet weapons deal more damage. A weapon is considered quiet if the noise 2.5 or less. Why not? Okay. So let's just say, what is the noise on my gun? Noise on my gun. Let me inspect. Oh my god, there's so much stuff. Noise range is 3. Yeah. If noise range is 3, then hold on a second. .5 or less. Ah, so I've just equipped a useless perk. Amazing. I'll take another hunting rifle ultra. Pet cart. Spacer's Chaw. Not the Chaw. Okay. Some milk. Alright. It's this else right here. Alright. Let me take another save. New save. Okay, I think this house has yet the Mather residence. This house has, let's see, I think maybe 3 outcomes. I think it's either 2 to 3 outcomes.
A visitor? What an unexpected surprise! Please, come in. Come in.
In my experience, any stranger this friendly either wants to rob and airlock you or sell you something.
Nonsense. Out here in the wilderness, we welcome all who come to our door. Now come in, make yourselves comfortable.
I'm looking for a man named Braxton. He supposedly came by here?
I'm afraid we don't get many visitors out here. The raptidons
secret
and
people.
marauders scare off all but the boldest. And if you've braved them, you must be exhausted. Why don't you stay for dinner?
Nah, he seems awfully nice. Are you sure you haven't seen Braxton? I hear he was delivering medicine to you.
I'm sure I would remember something like that. Now, quit fretting yourself about that. Make yourself at home. Dinner's almost ready.
Alright.
Oh, hello there. You come for dinner?
Actually, I'm looking for a man named Braxton.
Sorry, I'm not real good with, names.
Is something wrong?
It just gets hard to remember things. I recall moments, feelings, but the details slip.
I felt like that after my dad passed. Walked around in a haze for weeks. I'm sorry you're feeling that way too.
Other times, it's like there's fog.
Sorry, have we talked about this before?
Maybe I can help you.
That's nice of you. I usually feel better after I eat. Mama said dinner's almost ready, huh?
I'm gonna leave you alone for now.
What a pleasant surprise. And just when I was beginning to fear we'd seen the last of good company for a spell. Yet the Eternal provides, does it not?
I certainly can't fault your optimism.
And who could? Stretch out your hand and cosmic divinity reaches back. Open wide your mouth and the universe provides sustenance.
Things have a way of working out, I suppose.
That they do. Though it's up to us to make the most of those opportunities, wouldn't you say? Look at me, prattling on as if this gravy is going to cook itself. Why don't you run along until we are ready for dinner?
Okay. Let me just, Lizzie?
Oh, hi there. Did you come to bring us more of those rocket candies?
What are you talking about?
You know, the ones that come in a bottle with a rocket ship on the front.
Doesn't sound like any medication I've heard of. Nothing legitimate, anyway.
They don't taste very good, but they make me feel so nice. Hungry, too.
Sure, I brought you some candy.
That's wonderful. There was this other man who used to bring them. Not anymore, though.
What's his name? Braxton?
I don't know. I'm not really supposed to talk to strangers.
Can you tell me about this man?
Mama and Papa said he came from the city. When we got sick one time, he brought those candies to make us well again. And they worked. Now we feel better than ever. Mama says they're a gift from the Eternal.
Why isn't he bringing you more rocket candies?
He said they were making us sick. Mom and Papa got real mad at him for that.
Some kind of off-brand drug, maybe? Wouldn't be the first or the worst.
They went to have a talk with him. Afterwards, they said he wasn't coming back again. Okay, maybe I'll see you at dinner.
Think they'll notice if we slip out first?
Okay. Well, I can just walk in here. What's this? Levy Mather's Poetry Journal. Private. Do not read. Sunrise. The sun crests the horizon, as round and soft and warm as the lump of Christy pig. The day is fresh and alive with possibility. Trees, ever-reds, rise from the ground, glistening and triumphant in daylight. They remind me that life can grow, even here amongst the dust. Sky, Monarch 1 grows large and dark, like mouth that eats sky. I tried to think of words I had to describe it, but something dark swallows them to hunger. There is an ache, sharp my stomach hurts all the time. Food makes me sick, water makes me sick, always hungry, so I can't think. I don't know why, but I thought she was just gonna be right behind me.
Hey, what are you doing in my room?
Sorry, I was just looking around.
Liar! You're trying to steal the last of my rocket candies, aren't you?
Man, somebody is getting it on a motorcycle outside. They're rocket candies.
The ones that come in a bottle with a rocket ship on it. Like the other man used to bring.
Calm down. I'm going now. Okay. Alright. Let's just, Can I do this?
I can take a hint.
Going in. Well, that's the mother's residence. Nah, but we need to figure out what happened to him. Oh, there's blood back there.
I've seen my share
Ooh.
of corpses, but this is downright unsettling.
Separate time. Name: Hecht Braxton. Ballad. Supervisor is Ballard Velma. Position: Chief. You know what? Scatological. Health Manager MSI. If lost, please return to Ballard Velma or current Supervisor MSI Fishery Operations in Stellar Bay.
I'm gonna be sick.
Well, I have searched the house. Now you have a decision to make. But if your persuasion is maxed, well, it's not maxed out. 150 is maxed out because all the DLC and everything in there. Now you could just leave and they'll just not find you, or you can go confront them.
But what's this? You're tracking blood into the kitchen. Oh dear. You've been nosy, haven't you?
Relax. This doesn't have to end badly.
Of course not. What better end for the day than a meal around the family table? And what more noble purpose for you than to bring us together?
Or I can just lie. Or you let me go, and I can send more meals your way.
Now there's an intriguing prospect. Forgo the promise of a fine dinner now for others down the road. Martha, my dear, what do you say?
It seems the Eternal shall provide through our new friend.
And there we have it. Stop by any time,
And there we have it. Oh, you need lie. My persuasion won't hit no none. If my lie wasn't there, and now I just get out of here. Now I got me a legendary weapon, which I need to give to. I think Ellie uses. Yep, Ellie uses Officer Spine. Now she can get supper time. Don't play with your food. It does 75. Man, this does 95. Man, that's garbage. Well, I need to go ahead and head back. Hey, yo, I got some bad news. Your boy dead.
I'd give you a friendlier welcome, but I'm up to my elbows in salt tuna guts.
Gosh, this old girl's in a rough way. Even old Bess in Edgewater was in better shape than this.
Hey, you want to try running a cannery with obsolete machinery? You be my guest.
Sorry, ma'am. I wasn't trying to be rude. It's just your flanging apparatus isn't making a strong flange, so your sealer isn't sealing right, and...
Oh, I see what you're saying. Huh. I'll have to try that. Anyway, what do you folks need?
I got some bad news about Braxton.
That he's got his load on and I'm stuck covering his shift?
He was killed by cannibals out in the ruins.
That's... Wow. I sure feel like...
It's a rotten way to go.
Yeah, I wouldn't wish that on Catherine herself. Still, it's good to know what happened to him. And that I ought to start looking for a replacement. Something else on your mind?
And now, I'm here to ask about Grimm's poster.
This again? I swear, this is the last time I contract for any special requests. You can tell Grimm his poster came in. You can also tell him I got a better offer for it. So now it's going to Nell. That about cover it?
You're just giving Graham's poster away? Didn't he pay for it?
No. I paid Sublight for it. So, it's mine. And when Nell pays me for it, it'll be hers. Grim may have asked for the poster, but it's not his until I take his money.
Yeah, that's true. Surely we can work something out.
Sure can. If you want to pay me more than Nell's offering.
Let me use my persuasion. Help me out here. I found Braxton, didn't I?
Fair enough. The damn thing's been a headache anyway. Take the poster then.
And I got it for free
if
now.
I never hear another word about it, it'll be too soon.
What's up this about your foreman?
Caleb Herrick runs the autoloader operators. He thinks I don't pay them enough for flipping switches and turning dials.
So the job's easy, but you're not doing it? Something smells here. I mean, everything smells in here, but something's fishy. Wait.
He and his whole crew walked out. Say they won't come back unless I pay them more.
So all they gotta do is flip switches and turn dials. But they don't want to do it. It sounds like they're lazy, but it could be something else. I can talk to Caleb for you.
You mind slapping him around a little while you're at it? I'm joking. Mostly. Unless you can do it without hurting his job performance. If you can find a way to get him back to work, I'll make it worth your while. Check the yacht club. He's usually there.
Alright. You said Bryson has been stealing drugs?
Stealing's such a nasty word. Let's call it skimming. And yeah, let's just say I've noticed the stereobiotics we use for the fish would get used a little faster on Braxton's shifts.
Awfully nice of you not to say anything.
We're not like those corporate towns where you get fined for sleeping on the wrong side of the bed. Besides, the Spacer's Choice stuff we use is cheap enough. And Braxton knows how to get the Saltuna, fat and mostly tumor-free. Or new, I guess.
Alright, now I got the poster. I can go talk to the other guy. I got all this stuff. Yeah, I need to go ahead and talk to him so I can get my ship here so I can drop off all this crap.
Have you had time to check on that poster yet? I keep wondering if it's come in.
Here you go.
Would you look at that? The Rizzo's logo is nice and bright, and you can still smell the ink on Mr. Holcomb's signature. I can't thank you enough. Still, you can have the bits I was going to spend at the bar this week. And you know what? Take my old tossball blocker, too. Never get the chance to use it these days.
All right. I need to drop this platform. And I got more experience on that. Alright. Insert Hawthorne's ID. There we go. Alright. Now I need to drop off all my stuff, 'cause I got way too much stuff.
Nice thing about traveling with the captain, we meet all sorts of new people.
Sure, the best part is when they pay us.
New face, huh? You from Offworld?
And I have my mic off. Yep, Captain Jman Defoe of the Reliable. The Unreliable.
A ship captain? Well, I'll be. Here, let me buy you a drink. Consider it an MSI welcome. Why don't you grab a chair, sit a spell and revel with us?
By the smell, he's been reveling enough for you both already.
What are you celebrating?
Me and my friends have taken our destiny into our own hands. We're untethered, free of responsibility and worldly cares. Well, as long as we don't run out of bits. But until the windfall's gone, we're riding high. See, we just walked out on our work. Had enough, we did. So now we're striking.
What could be so bad it made you walk off the job?
It ain't any one thing but the sum of it all, having to work longer shifts for less bits. And the wages we do earn don't cover as much as they used to. Our supervisor, Velma, goes on and on about quarterly profits and meeting quotas. But that ain't what Sanjar promised us. Velma refuses to negotiate, so we're refusing to work. We won't go back until she agrees to pay us fair and proper. Us on Monarch, we're free from the board, you know? We have the right to lobby for better hours and pay.
We need to talk about Velma.
Sure thing. What did you want to discuss?
I could just lie. How long can you afford to miss work?
Not forever, but we've each saved up our bits, and I stashed them safe in my home by the diner. I reckon we could last a week or two at least.
So I could just steal those and then have to go back to work. Velma's threatening to replace it with sunlight contractors.
Nope. I'm calling her bluff. If she wants to threaten us, we'll see how she likes it when Sanjar finds out she gave Sublight even more dominion in Stellar Bay.
Any suggestion on how to put the pressure on Velma to negotiate?
If I knew that, I'd have tried it. Talking reasonably got me nowhere. Maybe you'll fare better. The others wanted to blackmail her, but we're above that. Besides, them are just rumors. We got no proof they're true.
What's this blackmail now?
I would never endorse such an untoward tactic, you know, but, well, there's rumors that Velma's taking a cut off the profits. So far, it's just gossip, you know, but if there was any proof to be had, it'd be in the Saltuna warehouse, I reckon.
Alright. Before I think about stealing his money, let me go and see what I can procure from their warehouse. See what we got here. Personal files. Mash random keys. Okay, I need a 55 hack. Slot picking, science. This gives me tech. That also gives me tech. A bit of engineering. How's my hack looking? My hack's at 53. Hack is part of the stealth. This is for science. Yeah, science is part of the tech tree, so. There we go. I can't hack it still? I got double tech skills. It's part of, I'm dumb. Part of the stealth tree. I just said that. So what is it precisely? So I need to increase my charm, my personality. Anything that increases personality. Hmm. All right. There we go. So alcohol is useful for personality. Better use it though. Braxton Hackett's files are filed with Saltuna breeding charts, various pharmacological formulae, with must musings on why Saltina seem to prefer borsted beans over plain borscht roast. Real personal files on morass of supply contracts, order forms, spreadsheets, and financial records. Careful study of her financial reveals that for the past several years she has been slowly siphoning money from her operating budget into a personal account. The theft is cleverly hidden. Individual instances could be excused as rounding errors or mistakes in simple arithmetic. The sheer volume of occurrences, however, indicates deliberate intent. Hmm. Ah, so she's embezzling money. Well, my perception is below average, and I'm not as smart. Oh no, intelligence still high. Oh, that's all that matters. Below average. Where the world am I? Alright, let me save before I confront her.
Hey, Velma, I got your caffeinoid pills.
You're a lifesaver. Hope Abigail didn't give you a hard time.
Just the usual. Any word on Braxton?
Nothing. Don't know how much longer I can cover for him either. Give me those pills, will you?
Here you go. You know, you might consider a real night's sleep instead. Plenty of work to do, especially with so many no-shows.
Alright.
I'd give you a friendlier welcome, but I'm up to my elbows in salt tuna guts.
Let's talk about Caleb.
Unless you're here to tell me he's agreed to do his job again, I've got nothing to say.
Let's see. Caleb says they need a raise to keep up with the prices around here.
Tell him to complain to Catherine in Fallbrook, not me. Sublight's demanding more money for the same contracts, which means we're all in the same boat.
They're hard workers, aren't they? Don't they deserve some compensation for that?
Hard workers? They turn dials and flip switches. The machines do all the actual work.
I'll wager she don't pay those folks that maintain the mechanicals decent neither.
Caleb and his crew have it better than anyone else around here, I'll tell you that much. If Caleb wants to keep this job, he'd better get back to it. I'm about ready to hire sublight contractors at this rate.
I'm gonna go with the top option first, but if it gives me negative reputation, then I just use my persuasion. I saw your accounts. You've been skimming money for years. You can afford to pay more.
Yeah, and did you miss the part where I'm working doubles to cover for everyone who decides not to show? I'm the one who keeps this place running. That money's mine, one way or another.
That sounds remarkably like Caleb's argument.
Fine. Tell Caleb he and his team can have their raise, but I need them back here immediately. Something else on your mind?
Talk to you later. Alright, well, that works out, but if you can't do the hack skill check, then you can always use speech. You know, speech always maxed out. Hey, Nayoka, about to talk to you later. All
Why
right.
don't you grab a chair, sit a spell, and revel with us?
We need to talk about Velma.
Sure thing. What did you want to discuss?
Velma. You got your pay raise.
How'd you manage that? Wait, never mind. If I question it, it'll turn out not to be true. Besides, I never follow how you got Velma to part ways with the bit card of her own accord. Here, take this as compensation. It ain't a lot, but I hope it shows how much we appreciate all you've done. Now me and my friends here better get back to work before Velma blows a fuse.
All right. I decided not to tell him that she was taking money.
You ever wonder if maybe we got some things in common?
This isn't another thing about wrenches and guns, is it?
Because you're a surgeon and I'm a mechanic. We both fix things, heal them up.
Hate to break it to you, but before I got to Groundbreaker, I fixed more noses than bones. Nowadays, I probably shoot more than I save.
Oh.
And with that, I'm going to end it right here. And that's what we're going to be doing is continuing the main mission a bit, also doing more side quests. Got to get that level up. But until then, Jman out.